Please do not buy our product. Can you imagine that you are a salesman or sales representative for a B2B service and you're saying that to one of your prospects or clients and you're asking them to not buy your product? It may sound weird, but believe me, sometimes it's beneficial to advise your clients and your prospects to not purchase your product or your service. I will give you now some scenarios and examples about the situations that you might be using this approach with your client. The first scenario, and that happens a lot, a client saying that they have another proposal or many other proposals with better pricing than you or way far from your pricing, and the service is good in a way that they can work with them. In this case, instead of try to push toward convincing them that your offer is better or your value or your service value is better, that's why your price is higher, you can explain about that, but also you can say, okay, I agree with you. You can go and work with the other agency that has a good service with lower pricing, because it seems our service is on a higher level and you cannot afford it at the moment. And later on, if you have other maybe budgets or whatever, or you can pay more and you feel like you want our services, you can come back and work with us. Once you say that, the client will think first of all that you are very confident about yourself and your service, and at the same time that your pricing are real. They are not something that is not real and you're just trying to negotiate. And I assume that they will come back sometime to ask for your services, except if they cannot afford it. In this case, it's also always it's the same situation and the same result. They will be you will lost this opportunity in all cases. The second scenario is that your client is almost accepting your offering and they want to work with you, but you realize that your service does not fit their requirement. Maybe they should work with another service or another company, or they need something different. So here, the normal situation in many cases is to accept this and to give them your service even they don't need it or it's not the best for them. But what I suggest is to tell them that our service is not the best solution for you at the moment, and you explain why, and you ask them to go and work with someone else. Also, you can advise who will be serving them in this service. In this case, yes, you might lose this opportunity at the moment and lose this proposal, but I am sure that you will be gaining on the long term, and after a while they will come back or they will give about you a great feedback to other connections they know. At the end, the outcome will be positive for you and your business. And instead of gaining on a short run a small proposal or deal and then losing your reputation and your value, you can maybe lose the deal now and gain later on way bigger value and also bigger business opportunity. The third scenario is when the client trying to convince you that your business model is not aligned with your service, or the business model is not aligned with the value you are offering or whatever. So they want you to change the business model or the pricing structure or the pricing to be lower or way lower. In this case, you don't have to agree with the client and say, yes, we will try to change. You just have to say that, okay, I agree with you that our business model and our pricing does not fit your requirement, and you can work with someone who has other type of service that fits your requirement, but we cannot change anything because we know and we studied well our pricing, and it fits exactly what we are offering in terms of value and business model. And I think this will have a positive impact and will help you to gain more trust, and that the client will feel you confident about your service and your quality of the sales and business you are offering. Just remember that the sales goal is not to close a deal now, but to build a great relation with your customers, with your clients, a lasting relation that will last longer and will benefit you on the long run, you and your business on the long run. And you might lose now and gain later on way, way much more, just because you're being professional and honest with your customers.